Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is eStar Tarot, and today we're going to be doing another collective and timeless reading to see what our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels would like to deliver to us as a message today. And with us, we have our buffalo totem. That's going to be with us in this reading to guide it. And we have this sodalite crystal as well. So sodalite is a great crystal for merging our logic and intuition. So it works on our mind in a way that calms it down to allow us to receive information in a way that helps us to move forward without being stuck in mental confusion and intellectual bondage. So it enhances our meditation. It works on your third eye and your pineal gland. So it helps us in our search for truth and also for standing up for your beliefs. So that may be something that's relevant to you now. You may need a sodalite crystal with you now to help you in whatever struggles you're going through. Let's just get right into the reading. So I'm going to be asking, what do the next 3 days hold for this collective? What will the next 3 days bring for you? Okay, wow. We have Silent Night and the Star. Beautiful. I love this card. So magical. It captures the magic of a Christmas tree, right? I don't know if you've ever seen a Christmas tree that's just, in the middle of a forest and there's no other trees decorated, but there's just one that's glowing. It's always pretty magical when you see that. And we have Silent Night, which also has like the same Christmas tree, but it's inside. That's interesting. Follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark, a shimmer of what is coming next. So I think there's been this time of silence for you where not a lot has been happening. There hasn't been a lot of movement, but this tells me that something is going to come up soon for you, maybe in the next 3 days. That's going to be this sign of hope for you. And it's not going to come in like a storm. It's not going to be, not too light, not too dark, but it's going to shimmer, showing what's coming next, right? Follow the stars, for they know best. So that tells me your intuition's going to be involved in this in some way. Maybe you've been keeping yourself, what I'm getting from this is someone who's been keeping themselves hidden from the world, maybe alone in their home. There's a single chair there, a single room. It's like maybe someone's been living on their own for a while, or they've been keeping themselves isolated from the world, maybe in kind of a hermit energy, but it's been a good thing. It's like you've been keeping this hope, this light within you, inside like a cave, inside somewhere protected, and that was necessary for you for a long time. But now it's like you're out amongst the trees and you're shining amongst the trees. So it's like you're going to be seen. You're going to be seen in a way that's going to give you hope. Yeah, something like you're going to be like the shining tree amongst the other trees. Maybe you're going to lose the fear to be seen, to shine your light in a new way. It's like a whole new you is coming through. Wow, self-care. 31. These are all in the 30s, by the way. We have 31, 32, and 36, which I think is interesting. Maybe you're in your 30s, or the 30s have a special significance for you. Maybe you're one of these ages. If not me, then who? Ooh. To tend to a wholeness that parts, in which surrender thy pulse for a heart that's nearer than any other. This really confirms it for me because she's surrounded by Christmas lights, right? And that's like the tree. They have Christmas lights around them. It's like really showing that you're this special being. That's you. You might be a woman, you might not be, but it's like your divine feminine energy is awakening. You're that star energy. I love this. But it's not coming from pushing yourself to be something you're not, or trying to, show up everybody else or act more confident than everybody else. It's just you going out in the world and taking care of yourself in the world. Maybe you're doing protection spells on yourself to keep yourself safe, even amongst others. There's even this golden glow around the star there. It's like a glow of protection. So maybe you're learning protection spells right now. Maybe you're just finding a way to shine your light without it being a signal to other people, because maybe there's a reason you hid yourself away. Maybe you were attacked for that. Maybe you were, it brought unnecessary attention from, unwanted energies to you that made you want to hide away. But now it's like you figured out how to let that glow back into your life, to let it shine in your life without feeling threatened or feeling like you couldn't be yourself fully. Yeah, I love this for you. I think this is really a great sign of healing, to be honest. I think the self-care here is really, really important. Yeah. Because it's like you glow when you take care of yourself. You really nurture yourself and you really look after your needs without thinking constantly about whether others expect of us or want of us. There's something magical here. Yeah. 2 cards. Wow. A time for healing. Yes, exactly. You're healing yourself right now. And this is just beautiful. In the next 3 days, I think you're going to see either there's going to be a breakthrough in your healing, or you're going to see a lot of evidence of your healing shine through. Like you've been putting in the work, maybe in this time of silence, this time of hermiting, and the results are shining through. What do you need to release? Yeah, there's something that you have been working to release, and that's coming through now. Maybe you're working towards the final release of something. I mean, we're always healing all along the way, right? So it's not like that journey ever ends fully. But I think there's a big breakthrough moment coming for you. Like you're finally taking a hard look at the last thing that is preventing you from taking care of yourself or shining through as your best self, as the self that you truly are inside, the side of you that really glows. That is your true self. That maybe you've been afraid to show other people. Either because you were hurt for that in the past, or others tried to make you feel bad for it, or make you feel like you weren't that thing when you were. Yeah, there's this purity about you with this, all the white she's wearing. It just feels like there's this, this light energy around you, this golden, this white energy. And maybe it was a draw for, some dark lower entities or negative spirits that really, really hurt you, really harmed you at some point. But right now you're done with being in that hurt energy. You're ready to heal. You're ready to move out of that. And it's kind of like you're ready. You're ready to say, you know what? I'm done. I forgive this person that hurt me, or I'm ready to release that emotion that I've been holding on to around that person or that place that caused me pain. Because the thing I want most is to heal, not to hold on to something that burdens me, that weighs me down. Because I want to rise. I want to glow. Yeah. Someone's on a big healing journey here. And there's this big movement of, I think it's Uranus into Gemini right now. I think that's happening today when I'm recording this. So, that shift in energy might be allowing for a big release for you. And you might notice that you feel lighter, or you feel like there's a shift in some way where you've had a burden lifted. It's been in Taurus for the last, I don't know, I think 7 years, 6 years, something like that. But it's been a burden. It's been a tough ride. And you're done. You're ready for something new. That's what I'm getting from this energy. Ready for a shift. And it starts with you, right? It starts with your decision to change. Comfort. I am with you in this time of need, helping you with your heart to heal. Archangel Azrael. Wow. So the angels are with you in this. They're helping you heal. They're cheering you on. And they're proud of you for making these steps. It's not easy. But I get the sense that the hard part's behind you. Healthy lifestyle. Wow. Maybe you're taking on a new lifestyle that's going to really shift your life in a good, like, because healthy lifestyles, sometimes they can affect our mental headspace more than anything else than just our physical bodies, right? That's part of it. But sometimes it can really shift how we feel mentally as well. And maybe, I don't know, you're someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, but you're really turning, maybe you're getting a new exercise routine, or you're just taking up an activity that gets you outside more. But something about that, some shift, some decision you're making now and in the next 3 days is really going to change things for you. Like it's like you're suddenly deciding, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like crap. I'm gonna, kick this habit. Maybe you eat some kind of food that's bad for you, or maybe you have a smoking habit or something like that. It doesn't have to be those things, or maybe it's even just your sleep routine. Like maybe you're finally deciding, you know what, I'm going to take my sleep seriously and really try to let myself get restorative rest at night. Give myself the rest that I need, because that's bigger than anything else. If you were to do one thing that would help your health, I'd say sleep is one of the best things you could do for yourself. Because you deserve rest, you deserve sleep, and it's one of the most important things, because if we don't get a good night's rest, it affects our whole day, right? So I think for you, there's a decision being made here about that. And maybe it's even that, you spent this time in quiet and isolation getting yourself to a healthy place. And maybe that's what's going to you're suddenly coming back out in the world after taking care of yourself for so long, and everyone's going to just be like, wow, what happened to you? What happened to you to change you so much? Like, what are you even doing? And it's not even that you chose like this, this intense exercise routine or in diet or whatever. It's that you decided to focus on you and prioritize your health, especially your mental health and your mental well-being. Ooh, I got a big honk for that. Big confirmation. So I'd say, yeah, your mental health is a big part of this. And comfort here, maybe it's just deciding that you need to be comfortable and prioritize your comfort. And that's affecting your sleep, that's affecting your mental state. And it's going to affect everything else from there, like your outward appearance and everything. Like you're going to look like you've taken all this self-care to heart and taken it really seriously. But it wasn't this forcefulness to it. There wasn't forcefulness to it. It was you just deciding to love yourself, to really take care of yourself in a loving and beautiful way. I'm going to get a couple tarot cards here. So something significant around there in the next 3 days involving this change for you. Maybe you're going to be noticed. People are going to be asking you questions about it, like asking for help for themselves. 2 of Pentacles. So your finances are shifting. Maybe that is to do with it in a way, because, sometimes our energy bodies, when they're in a messed up state, it can affect other things too, like our financial well-being. The Devil, yeah. There's some attachments you're breaking from here. And again, that could be going back to addiction or to, attachments can be to anything. It can be to, a way of thinking, a way of coping. It's the thing that keeps us lowered down into a lower, more painful energy, a lower vibration, right? It's like you're breaking free from that now. And it's going to affect everything, right? Yeah, 10 of Cups. You're going to be in a better energy. There's going to be a huge shift. A huge shift. all starting from this, all starting from you just prioritizing yourself and challenging these old mindsets that have held you back. Wow, Three of Cups, yeah, a reason for celebration right here. Three of Cups and Ten of Cups, like you're gonna be really celebrating. Yeah, what a massive change for you. Maybe you just like reached a goal that you were hoping for. Maybe you've been wrestling actually with an illness and you're going to get some really positive news. But something about this is, based in the mental space. Like, it's like maybe you were doing all these things to heal an illness that were like physical, like dietary, exercise. But when you actually turned inward and you looked at the thing that was truly causing you stress or truly bogging you down, or like a wound that just, like an itch that needed to be scratched, like a wound that needed to be healed within your heart. When you looked at that and you faced it and you recognized what needed to be healed, what needed to be released, and that's when the true healing began. That's when you really shifted. Because it's all a vibration, right? Like our mind puts out the vibrations, the frequency, and that affects what's presented in the physical. So your physical state is literally shifting because of your thoughts. It's like, yeah, it's not the way people think, like how it works, right? Like, because like stress, like think about stress. Stress is such a big factor in how we look. Like it can change our whole appearance, right? And maybe that was a realization you needed to make, that if you want to reach a state of self-care that you had in mind for yourself, that truly let you be seen as you truly are, it wasn't about trying to fix things, in a physical sense, in a material sense. It was about fixing the heart. It was about fixing, and not even fixing, just addressing, like trying to let something be heard, let something be seen that needed love, needed comfort. Yeah, like maybe you just needed comfort, like true, like assurance and love and open-heartedness, authenticity. Yeah. Wow. So I think this shift is going to be a huge deal for you. Like you're going to see yourself change from this release of stress. I don't know what's leaving your life right now, but maybe it could even be financial stress too. Like this Two of Pentacles, maybe something that was really made you feel fearful about the future, or maybe you didn't know how you were going to resolve it. Things are going to resolve now for you. You're going to figure something out. And this burden is going to lift from your heart and allow you to move into like the energy of satisfaction and celebration, living the good life, living the happy life, because you realize that life's too short for all of that. It's too short for all that nonsense and worry and fear about what could go wrong, right? Now I have this deck that I have not used yet. It's called the Native Spirit deck, and it's the smaller version. I got it actually for very cheap. So, this is a nice deck. I'm gonna be excited to use this on this channel. So, and I was able to use donation money for that. So thank you very much. And yeah, let's just see what this deck has for us. Yeah, to tell us about this collective in the next 3 days. Eagle medicine, wow. Okay. So something... Eagles are very spiritual birds, right? They fly the highest. And they can reach the stars in a way. I mean, not literally, but if I were to say one bird that could fly up the highest, it would be an eagle, right? So maybe getting a higher perspective is part of this. Seeing things from a greater perspective. Seeing how small the problems of the world are when you take it from, the perspective of the sky, right? Spirit Keeper of the North. Okay. Shapeshifter. Interesting. So shapeshifter, I think that really aligns with how your energy is shifting. Maybe even your physical appearance is shifting, right? There's a lot of wintry imagery here. Even with the Moonology card, we have what do you need to release? The waning moon and Spirit Keeper of the North. So, and even the Eagle, yeah, there's winter here. So there's so much winter night energy here. So I think you've been going through a dark night of the soul and really exploring what's been dark within you, looking at your own shadow and seeing what was holding you back. What was the thing that was being held in your heart without you even realizing it? What was keeping you stressed? What was giving you burden? What was making you, clench your teeth at night? Like just feeling like the stress and the anger and the depression and the fear and the resentment. But I think this might have been something also that went on through this winter, like this winter that just passed. Something shifted for you with this change of seasons. And I think the Spirit Keeper of the North makes me think that maybe this lesson that you learned through this moment in your life is something that you are going to take with you as your own medicine that you give to others. So shapeshifter, makes me think of a shaman, right? Someone who is, able to take many forms and be able to move in many different environments, right? So this could be something that was meant to be part of your journey. Yeah. Something where you were able to take that lesson and transmute it, transform it into something that would help others. And you did that through healing your own self. Maybe even like if you had an illness, maybe the way that you healed that illness is something that you're even going to be able to show to others and help them heal their illnesses, like who are going through the same thing. Wow. I just got a big motorbike go by and it just really revved up, and I don't know, I'm going to take that as a big confirmation of that. So maybe, whatever, even when we go through struggles and we get through that struggle, it becomes something that we can use to help others. And that is powerful. So maybe, that's something you can take with you, right? Something you can use to your advantage. And I'm being guided to take one more card. So we'll just get one more card here. Oh, wow, that came out really powerfully. Thunderdrum. Wow. Yeah, it's like you're using the beat of your own drum. And thunder, like, it's like this powerful energy from the sky, from like God, right? Like if you want to give a name to it, maybe a thunder god, right? Like maybe there's like some sort of charged electricity that you're able to call down. And we talked about shaman here with the shapeshifter, and then this person is, they're drumming. Maybe you might even be using drumming medicine or like sound medicine, vibration, like frequency healing, something like that. But it's like the thunder is symbolic of something that you hold, like this power. It's this power you call from the sky. And the drum here even makes me think of a star. Oddly enough, because it's that same circle, that glowing circle, right? We were talking about the gold circle, right? So there's something there. And you think of that expression, march to the beat of your own drum. Like the drum is symbolic of like your own heartbeat, right? Your own special, unique sound vibration that you alone make. So maybe there's something that you do. You might even interact with the sky. Like you might even call an energy from the sky or influence the weather. Like there's something there where you do something. You shift the energy. Where you walk, where you go, you shift that energy. Maybe it's just even you as you are. Like maybe you don't even have to do anything. Maybe you just have to exist in certain spaces and you heal a space just by existing there. Yeah. Like maybe there's something about that, like the sound you make, maybe even the sound of your own voice is something that's healing other people. And that goes back to how you're this glowing Christmas tree amongst all these other trees, right? There's something you do when you're among the others that makes you glow, makes you shine, and makes you light up others around you. There's something special about you. And you doing that is important. You're meant to heal others. You're meant to help others. And there's even that, with this healthy lifestyle card here, we have an angel with golden wings. And they have that, oh, I forget what it's called, but it's the staff of, oh, I forget the name, but it's the staff with the two snakes that you see in all medical symbols, right? It's a healing staff that comes, goes back to like Egyptian mythology, which is, funny how it's snuck its way into the everyday, modern symbols, right? It's funny how the ancient past still carries with us, right? But maybe you could even be working in the medical field. Like maybe there's something you do there that you're going to revolutionize, or you're going to help people in some way there just by being you. Just by, your own electric presence, your own magnetic presence. Something about that. I want it to be by the star there. Yeah. Yeah, it's very magical. This is a beautiful reading. I feel called to get one more card. Just I guess we'll let the reading go over a little longer. Do one more card. I'm just feeling called to it. Sacred Mountain. Okay. Wow, this makes me think of what is it? Is it not Machu Picchu, but it's in it's down south. Where is that? Is it in Peru? But there's somewhere like an old city in the mountains. Maybe that's somewhere you've been in a past life where you learn this medicine, or maybe it's just symbolic of the fact that you're bringing ancient healing back into the modern day. Yeah, it's like some knowledge you've gained from the past that you're recalling now is coming back to you, and you're going to bring it. It's like you're bringing it down from the mountain, right? Like, what is it? There's always a story of like, priests or religious figures going up the mountain, getting messages from God and coming back down. So, and a mountain's a close place to the sky, right? Just like the eagle, getting connected to the sky. So there's something here where you're bringing sacred knowledge back down to earth, back down to help people. And I think that's what you're meant to do. In whatever way that may come forth for you, like maybe you are in the medical field and there's something you're going to discover. Or maybe you are a natural health practitioner, or even, a drummer. Maybe you just drum. And maybe that's something that really heals people. Maybe you do drumming circles. Maybe you're Indigenous and you have sacred practices that you're trying to revive for your community, and that's something that's going to help the world. Maybe you're recognizing that. Yeah. Keep an eye out for eagles. If you see eagles, maybe that's something for you to watch out for as a sign right now. But it tells me that your ancestors are with you and they're helping you move forward. And maybe even the drum is from them. Like maybe they're drumming for you on the other side, helping you, getting that frequency back up. Maybe just helping you heal, right? Maybe they're making a sound around you that you can't hear right now, but it's helping you, even though you can't hear or see it. Yeah, it's helping you bring out the star energy. And maybe that's all it is. Maybe you're just meant to be a star. Maybe you're meant to shine, and you're remembering how to do that. And it's going to help the world. So, yeah, that's what I have for you. In the next 3 days, maybe keep an eye out for some signs of your ancestors, or maybe just note the ways in which you start to glow. Maybe you're going to see your energy return in miraculous ways that you're not expecting. And it's going to, be a sign of good things to come. So, yeah. Thank you for staying to the end of the reading. I really hope this was helpful for you and that you enjoyed it. Your likes and subscribes are so helpful. I really appreciate them, and I love reading your comments. So please leave a comment if you feel inclined, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.